one too, Murray. There's only a couple of goals in it. Thanks for coming up the double wire. The umpire's about to commence proceedings in the centre of the ground now. Bounces down. Up they go. Ball hovering around that cricket pitch area. Hand pass comes out to Nicky Gill. But the umpire's paid a free kick as Ronnie Brain is rejoining me in the commentary box, and the free kick is going to Craig Edwards of East Belmont, kicking from the defensive side of the centre of the ground. Let's wait and see how he goes with this kick, and he punt kicks the ball up towards half forward. Oh, out in front, taking a good mark too, if you don't mind, is Murray Hetherington, the big fella, takes the mark, spins around on the right foot, kicks up towards the lead of his full forward, who was Adam Joseph on that occasion, couldn't take the mark. Back went the defender in Richardson, over the top it goes, chance for East Belmont, can he pick up and kick the goal? I think he can, Roddy. Heath Walsh has bombed through his second, and an important goal. Start of the final third quarter. And it is on the board. Yes, it's a goal to Heath Walsh. Welcome back, Ronnie. And a very quick goal there for the East Belmont club, giving them a pretty handy break now of 3 goals.
Yes, certainly, Cookie. And, Heath Walsh, very strong at ground level, read the flight of the football well, and has finished off with a fine 6-pointer. Going to be a real test of character now for the Geelong Amateurs side. You've mentioned 19 points now, the difference between these two great sides of GDFL. Any time will tell. The next score is important.
Certainly, yes, Ron. The Amateurs started so well, and yet they couldn't get the ball past half forward in that second quarter. Up they go. The Amateurs have got Ben Reynolds in the centre bounces now. He slapped the ball to the ground. A chance for Gill. Niblett goes in there for East Belmont. He stacks it on top of it. The umpire comes in. He's got no option but to ball this one up. He does so now. True centre of the ground position. Up they go. Big Hetherington reaches over the top and slaps it to the ground, but Nicky Gill playing quite well for the Amateurs and kicks the ball towards half forward, but unable to find a teammate, and East Belmont will get out of trouble here. Through the mark, kick out wide. Keegan, who's been pretty lively for the big body, a gangling type of player, kicks the ball back towards the centre of the ground, running on with Ben Reynolds with strength for the Amateurs. Reynolds now goes out wide, finds his teammate out there, who fires on the right foot. The number 43 Guernsey has pinged at the goal, Jason Muller, and he's offline. They needed that one, Ronnie, and he's missed to the right-hand side.
Yes, a couple of changes in the Amateur camp. Jason Muller did a change play on the ground for the Amateurs side. Jason Smith, the fullback for East Belmont, elects to come to the members' side of the ground, the high flyers. Dave Ferguson, likewise Paul Middleton. Thinks Middleton was infringed with by Ferguson. Yes, he was set umpire to it, and Paul Middleton now gets the free kick at half forward for the Amateurs. Looks to the lead there, and it came out from, and he hurt himself too, Bruce Harwood, hobbling now, sees the ball kick quickly out of defence for East Belmont.
But again, here at Amateurs,
yes, whistle has sounded, and
Taylor, I think,
going to pick this one up. Been quite an effective player here this afternoon, wearing the 57 Guernsey for the Amateur side. Chris Taylor, another 18 player, doing quite well.
Standing to mark, Jamie Legal wasn't completely impressed with the umpire's decision. Now, Taylor telling the umpire something here. Umpire telling Taylor, oh, he's got 50 metres, has he?
Yes, he has.
Well, he certainly has. Now, no, it's a free kick. Must have been a holding decision, Ron, down there.
Didn't see that behind the play.
Not 50 metres. The free kick has gone down the ground. It's been taken by Paul Robertson, and he's bobbed the goal because he was only 2 or 3 metres out from goal. It must have been a holding decision. Perhaps Robertson was about to lead and was held. The ball was relayed to him. He was paid the free kick. And the Amateurs go to 4-3-27. East Belmont 6-3-39. 12 points the difference. Early stages, final third quarter brought to us by...
Yes, that third and vital quarter of football. Tycho built top of the hill for the old enchilado combination. You name it. I tell you what, Tycho Bill's got it at the top of the hill, Mirabel Street, Geelong.
And you can have it hot down there if you want it. And the Amateurs are going to need to get hot because they're trailing by 12 points. 2.5, 3 minutes now gone in the third quarter.
Yes, anybody's game of football. We see now on the ball for the Amateurs side, Anthony Juggler Middleton. The ball now thrown in the air, leaping high there for the Geelong Amateur side. Ben Reynolds comes to ground where Montgomery for East Belmont thumped the ball towards Franey, who kicked it off the carpet. Now, opportunity seized at the Amateur side. Johnny Ryan gets a quick boot the ball. The loose one now. Pack of players out there on that outer side of the ground.
Too high.
Good tackle for mine, yes. Good umpiring as well. Had plenty of time to use the football, Damien Kelly. Penalised for holding it. And we see now that Johnny Ryan punts it to centre half forward, but a terrible kick.
Never chipped in easy as you like. Took a mark. Kicked it up the wood centre wing. Rooster Wilson reaches up and takes 2 bites of the cherries. Paid the mark. Sure, a little chip pass over the top was dangerous because Edwards charged him. He's given away the free kick, has Edwards, and it's going to go to the amateurs. Waiting to see who's going to pick himself up. He's hurt, Ron. He can't take the kick, and I think perhaps Johnny Ryan might be going to take it.
Yes, let's hope it's the coach too for the Geelong Amateur Footy Club. Bruce Harwood appears to have done an ankle. Let's hope it's not too serious.
Into him there. He had no option. They're both going for the ball. He gave away the free kick. Edwards hopping back. Certainly doesn't want the free kick. It's Johnny Ryan take this one. Kick it long with the right foot. Another goal here be handy for the MOs. They're into attack. Comes towards centre half forward. Player pointing a hand pass out. Might have infringed on an opponent. They do. And look, East Belmont are running this ball too easily out of defence, Ron. Hand pass coming out wide to the agency there of Keegan, who's been very lively. He received the hand pass there from Dave Franey, and Keegan punt kicks the ball towards half forward, and Adam Joseph out on the lead takes the mark, half forward flank, perhaps 25, 30 metres out from goal.
And a likely customer too is Adam Joseph for East Belmont, wearing the 22 Guernsey. Has done a very reasonable job here this afternoon, whether in defence or an attack, Cookie. Umpire Jervis now just getting rid of the amateur players who are within 10 metres of the mark. There's been a stretch of calls, but it's no longer required as we see Bruce Harwood hopping off the ground. And that's a sad blow for the Geelong Amateur side.
But here's Joseph coming in to have a shot for goal. Look, he's been lively with it in forward.
Ian Davis and Dick Barton, or in the ruck stretcher makers there too. Veterans in their own lifetime.
Joseph Burge, Belmont punt kicks for goal, swings back beautifully, never looked like missing. Adam Joseph kicks his first, and East Belmont get a 3-goal break, third term.
This is the vital third term, EVA GDFL football, round 10 on Double R FM.
He's played quite well, Joseph. Hasn't been a great player, but he's been serviceable, Ron, in a forward or in defence, or he had a run on the ball there for a while too, and he's done quite well in that particular position. And here he is, Bobby up. He's now playing at full forward, I can tell you, and he has bobbed through a very nice goal, set up by Keegan, who's played well, and the hand pass of Franey to him was very, very effective. Back to the centre. Up they go. Big Ben Reynolds is up there by the amateurs. Tups the ball to the ground. Hand pass comes out. East Belmont get the ball out of the centre with a quick left foot kick towards half forward. Running out to meet the football here, and landing, Bookter it was, got it across to his teammate there in Hetherington. The ruck rover Hetherington gets the ball to half forward. And this player's been quite effective too. He's Welsh. He's got better as the game's gone on, Ron. And I hope that pie gets better as you eat it. I'll keep talking while you keep chewing. And the mark taken by Heath Welsh. No, he's not a fair way out. He should kick the distance here, Ron. He's only perhaps going to kick from about the 49-metre, 48-metre mark. Puts the right foot right in it. Long kick from Walsh. It swings back. Right on the goal on fire. They're all clapping. It's a beauty. Heath Walsh kicks his third goal, and he gets better as the game goes on. And East Belmont have gone further in front.
They certainly have, Cookie. Great goal, Heath Walsh, the ruck rover, set him in half forward. And he's, yes, doing quite well out there, being picked up at the present time. I think you'll find Peter Cone's got the arduous task for the amateur side, as we see East Belmont now move to 8-3-51. They're 24-point leaders over the Geelong Amateur Footy Club, who are 4-3-27, and we've been travelling, Cookie. Let's have a look at about 10 minutes of this third and vital quarter.
Back to the centre. Ben Reynolds goes up. He's doing well on the ruck, but he can't get the ball clear of the centre here, the amateurs, because a little hand pass has come over the top for East Belmont. The ball's still in the centre of the ground. Keegan runs on it, but he's played very well. The big fella kicks it to centre half forward, but going back, taking a nice mark. Might have been Stasic, was it?
Yes, it was. Rick Stasic now goes wide to the members' side to Nick Gill. Gill's hand pass, put McKellar under a bit of pressure. Back to Gill, inboard. Good football to McCabe. The kick, though, a poor one, dropping short in front for the East Belmont side. Damien Kelly, a veteran of many games too for the East Belmont side.
Showing his experience playing in front too. Kelly And kicks the ball out to centre half. Back to Franey, who takes a good mark against two opponents. He's on immediately to Dave Franey. Longer kick. But McCallum goes back. Oh, he's been paid the mark. He didn't quite hold it. But the umpire anticipated, I think, that he was going to grab it wrong. Had a couple of bites. Lost it on the last chance. But McCallum takes the kick for the amateurs at centre half back.
Looks up the ground. Ben Reynolds in front. Couldn't hold the overhead mark. Niblet with a hand pass out of the pack. Sees that Gill traps it well. Goes short. Looks up there to Taylor. That was Chris. But Legel chips in. Quick hand pass to the Gazoo. Dave Ferguson. Good football. Good vision, Ferguson. Goes to centre half back and finds Danny Montgomery.
Montgomery takes it at centre half back. Kicks the ball to the centre of the ground. Good pass too. Found his teammate Ernie Posman coming up unattended. Takes the mark. Now Ernie Posman has gone out very wide. Has found a teammate who played on immediately there with the long hair down to the forward. Someone that was the kid. Kicked it deep into the forward pocket, and here's Joseph taking a mark. The angle's going to be quite acute, Ron, and he's a fair way out. He's got to kick it for about 45 metres. That he's almost on the boundary line. Let's see how he goes. Comes in on the right foot and punt kicks for his Belmont's goal. Oh, the goal umpire's nearly over with the arms out there. Over the line, out of bounds on the pool. Poor kick from Adam Joseph.
Yes, I think the youngster was extending himself there, Cook. He put a lot of effort into the distance and lost accuracy on account of that, as we see now that amateurs through the agency of Peter Cone kicked the ball out to the direction of Richardson, but East Belmont through Welsh. Kicks it quickly up there, but Nick McCullough, last line of defence, takes a great grab in the outer side back pocket.
He's played a fair game too, Ron, hasn't he, McCullough?
Certainly has.
Kicks the ball quickly. Over the top, he was looking there for Statsev. He couldn't take the mark, but he was able to dump it forward, hit the ball towards the boundary line, gained quite a few metres for his side. Well played, young fella. Over the line, out of bounds boundary, so in centre wing position, at least 2.5 kicks from the amateurs' goal.
12.5 minutes have gone of this vital third term here. Paddy Buttress by Taco Bill. Sees the ball back into play. Picked up there. I think that was one of the Middleton boys. Kick was well smothered. Support there from the amateur player in Anthony Middleton. His hand pass. Couldn't find a teammate. Good pressure there from the East Belmont half forwards. Danny Montgomery being encouraged by his teammates. Well done, Danny. He forces the error, and it's gone over the line and out of bounds in between the centre half forward flank for the East Belmont outer side of Queen's Park.
4-3-27 the amateurs. 8 goals, 3-52 to East Belmont as the ball come towards perhaps Hay attacking zone, but picked up by Keegan. Got the hand pass away to Edwards for East Belmont, and Edwards kicks the ball to centre half forward. Up high a player. Has he played the mark wrong?
He has.
Oh, I don't know about that one. What do you think, Ronnie?
Yes, play on was the call, Cookie. Should have been.
But is this Sutherland with the footy?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he paid the mark. I don't think he took that one. He got up high, but didn't hang on to it. Oh, Posman dives into space and takes a good mark.
A real slips one.
The lead was from Joseph, who eluded him, and Posman slipping him behind like an old backdoorer. Took a lovely mark, and he will have a shot from some 35 metres out from goal, and Ernie Posman is directly in front.
Yes, real first slips catch stuff that particular dive, and a great attempt there, Ernie Posman. Opportunity 30 metres out directly in front. The drop punt, it looks good off the boot, and Booker takes the mark. I think you'll find he's been over the line. Great goal, Ernie Posman, the rover for East Belmont. I think you'll find kicks his first 6-pointer here this afternoon.
Yes, Ernie Posman's first goal of the day, and gee, he anticipated that well. He got him behind the leading Joseph, who couldn't get near the mark, but Posman took a slips catch diving away. Amateurs 4-3-27, a bit stagnant now. East Belmont have gone to 9-3-57, and they're getting away, Roddy.
They certainly are, Cookie. We've been travelling. Let's have a look now. Close to 15.5 minutes of this third and vital quarter. And as you mentioned, the margin now, 25 points. East Belmont's favour. And Dave Franey takes a nice grab at half back.
He's going to relieve on the left foot. No, he goes on the right foot, Franey. Should have kicked with the left, I think. The kick's not particularly effective. Nick Gill leads in the race for the ball. Taps the ball back into play for the amateurs. Has to go in and chase it again. But Franey butters up brilliantly. Takes the ball from half-back. Kicks towards, I guess short of half-back. He kicks it to half-back. And Barry Hetherington chops one a bit high for East Belmont. Is awarded the free kick and goes to centre wing. Up goes Rooster Wilson in front. Been a bit quieter today. Couldn't take the mark. Crashing his way through the pack is Statsev for amateurs. Well played, young fella. Hand pass towards the boundary line, and a boundary show in again. Half forward flank amateurs in attack.
The Rooster being picked up by the Gazoo, Dave Ferguson, and Dave, a very experienced campaigner of GDFL football. bull, sees the ball back into play, and that man Gazoo traps it now, weaves left and right, gets back onto his preferred left side of his body, looks to Bukta, comes to ground where Stasic well tackled.
Tried to do too much, Ronnie.
Yes, he did, Cookie, and has been penalised. And the East Belmont side now driven to attack by Andy Bukta.
Bukta goes long, up goes Sutherland in front, almost hold that mark. Play on the call, out comes Joseph, he can't control it there. A chance here for the amateurs to get out of the fence. They're in a bit of stripe, in goes Wilson's in the bottom of that pack, and so are about 15 other players, and the umpire's got no option but to ball this up as picking himself up Simon Kokalis off the bottom of the pack for the amateurs who's on the ground.
The big man fly. Oh, Reynolds, great football for the amateur side. Finds Nicky Gill at ground level, whose disposal superb. Johnny Ryan in front there of Murray Hetherington takes the mark in between centre wing and half-back flank for the amateur side.
Long right foot kick by Ryan, a little indirect. They've gone round the boundary line. The target, Paul Middleton ran onto the footy pretty well, but unfortunately couldn't quite control it. It bounced off his body and has gone over the line and out of bounds. Again, the amateurs get to half forward. Again, let's see if they can get any further, because they haven't moved it past half forward very often since the first quarter, Ron. Up over the back they go. Chance for the amateurs to run onto the footy. It's kicked away here. Back towards the centre, right towards the half forward flank. Hetherington lays a very, very good tackle on Paul Middleton, and Hetherington, I think, is going to be rewarded with a free kick. And Middleton having a few words to say here to Damien Kelly, but that's not particularly effective, because the ball has landed, Ronnie, in the arms of Jamie Sutherland, who's certainly had a go since he came on the kit.
Certainly, and a few of the 53 premiership side from the Amateur Footy Club also were viewing their opinions, Cookie, but it doesn't matter. East Belmont into attack, and a nice mark taken there at half forward from the Gazoo, Dave Ferguson. He's kicking from about 45 metres, very slight angle, and I think you'll find Dave Ferguson will give this one a very good nudge, Cookie.
Might give it a fright. Good kick from Jamie Sutherland. Play well since he came on. Now here's Ferguson. Long kick by Ferguson. Goal umpires moved across to his left, which is our camera right, and 1 point only goes on the board to the Gazoo.
Was that right or left, Cookie?
Bit of both.
Sensational happenings down here, David Cook. We see McCullough bring the ball back into play for the amateur side. Or can it be touched, Jesse?
Oh, just missed a 1.5-year-old there, Ronnie. Let's get them kids back under the fence, for God's sake. Boundary umpires come in, move them away. Heavens above, that kid could have wound up in about next Wednesday.
He certainly could have. Peter Cone did well just to get hand to ball back into play, 60 metres from the East Belmont goal. Good football, Marbury Hetherington got it to Niblet. Quick kick to the teeth of goal. Joseph in front, butted up well against Richardson. Got the ball to Posman, well tackled by the Rooster, Danny Wilson. The loose ball spills where Ben Reynolds now. Concussion goes short and finds Peter Cone at half-back.
Ice cream goes out towards centre wing. Nice kick there from Cone. They've got out of defence quite well here, the amateurs, after looking in a fair bit of bother. Long kick on the right foot goes towards the half-forward zone. Ronnie's called the mark. Umpire's going to agree.
Johnny Ryan it is.
Johnny Ryan, yes, got the socks down there, way out there at half-forward. Long punt kick by Ryan. Up over centre half forward, pushing the back to line. If you're going to do that, you've got to take the mark, Ron.
Eyes on the ball, Cookie.
And take the mark, Ron. Free kick going here to East Belmont, and they'll get out of defence through the agency of Chris Niblet.
Well, poor decision, umpire Jerby sees now that East Belmont defend grimly, but the amateur boys, they're working hard. Seeing the ball kicked up to the pocket there was Steve Robertson. Up there looking for his teammate in Chris Taylor, but good pressure from East Belmont's defence, and that was led on that occasion by Damien Kelly. Force it over the line and out of bounds. It's about 45 metres from the Geelong amateur goal, and do they need one right now, Cookie?
They need 2 or 3 quick ones, Ron.
Over the top, I think you'll find that looks like Johnny Ryan doing the ruck work. Whistle sounds, advantage paid, and it's gone to East Belmont again. Love to see the umpire stats, Cookie, as we see now. East Belmont, I should say, amateurs going to attack. McCullough, his handball was a pretty sloppy one, and Middleton couldn't trap it. Cleared again from East Belmont's half-back line to Stern. Met solidly there, McCullough, and it could be on behind the play. Oh, I see that.
I think you're right.
Well, Reynolds picked it up for the amateur side, kicks to half forward. Jamie Legel, Nick McCullough still enhancing each other's bodies. Nothing serious as we see the ball back now. Loosened half-back for East Belmont. Quick kick out there from Dave Ferguson.
Where's
his head?
That's just had to call in a free kick, I suggest.
Me.
Peter Cone, I think it is.
What happened to the 50-metre penalty, Cookie?
That was number 20, I think, Ron. I think Steve Robertson. Yeah. Steve Robertson's got the free and certainly earned it. Right foot kick, drops a bit short. Not a particularly good kick there either. And the mark has been taken in defence there. Might have been Damien Kelly, who goes immediately by hand to a teammate, kicks out towards half back flank. The little left foot kick around is a lovely one. It lands in the arms of Hetherington. Murray Hetherington wanted to play on quickly, was dragged down in the tackle by Simon Kokalis. Picked up here by Kenny McCabe. Which way? This way, that way. The kick's a shocker. Lands in the arms of Bukta. Bukta goes bang. Long kick to the goal square. Great play, Bukta. The mark's taken by Joseph. Handballs over the top. And Jamie Sutherland says, thank you ever so much. The easiest goal I'll kick in my 200 games that I will play for the East Belmont Club, and they've gone further ahead. Yes, great goal. Good team football, East Belmont. And, well, we see now them moving further ahead. Cookie, they've moved to 10-4-64 East Belmont. Geelong Amateurs 4-3-27. And let's have a look, David. The time clock shows around about 20 minutes of travel of the third and vital quarter of football. And that's Paddy Butler's by Taco Bill, top of the hill in Maribel Street, Geelong. Roddy, since quarter time, East Belmont have kicked 9 goals. The Amateurs have kicked just 1. They've stopped to a walk. They started off so very, very well, but their good players have gone out of the game, and East Belmont have done nothing but lift. Back into the centre. Reynolds is in the ruck, trying his heart out. Knocks the ball to the ground, but it's taken out of the centre by the East Belmont side. Little kick goes towards Statsev. He couldn't hold the mark. Should have held it. It was just a skill error, Ron, wasn't it? But not a lot of pressure there. Hit him on the chest and bounced straight out. Ball up decision, midway between centre-half forward, centre of the ground, and East Belmont going into attack. Yes, they're really missing Nick Gill around the ground at the present time. I know he's starting off on a centre wing as Heath Walsh slipped as he kicked that ball. Could have hurt himself too. No, he's just a bit slow in getting off the ground. He's hobbling a little, Heath Walsh, and, well, so he should, because he should have kicked that from 30 metres. He's offline, minus score. 1 point only. Now McCallum. McKellar takes the kick in from the full-back position. Out wide, he looks for Reynolds, who wins, takes a nice mark. He's way up there at half-back flank, far side of the ground. We'll kick the ball towards the centre of the ground, perhaps centre wing. Looking for a teammate to mark. Buttering up there well was Edwards of East Belmont. Fired out the hand pass. Umpire's got a whistle on play. He's found a free kick going to go to the Amateurs, Ron. Yes, and it'll be taken by the Wilson, I think it is. Yes, he's going to receive the free kick just short of the centre of the ground. Danny Wilson, it is. Kicks long. It's a lovely drop punt to centre-half forward. The big man fly. Brad Thompson now moved to centre-half forward. Couldn't take the ball. Comes in strongly. Applied the tackle on Sutherland. But he was cool in the crisis and was good enough to get the hand pass to Jason Smith. The full-back, though, his kick's a shocker. And Ben Reynolds stands firm for the amateur side. Reynolds comes out towards outside of the ground. The members' side finds Nicky Gill. Nicky Gill takes the mark and plays on immediately. Looking for Brad Thompson down the ground. Couldn't hold the mark. Was pressured by Niblett. Thompson grabs it. He's pressured here by Hetherington. Hold the man, says the umpire. And the free kick goes to Brad Thompson. Fires the hand pass to Nicky Gill. Kicks to the ball like nobody home, and a good mark taken under a fair bit of pressure on. Is that Keegan? I think you'll find it is, and gee whiz, has a good mark. He's played very well, hasn't he, Keegan? That was a good grab because he was under pressure, sitting under that one, waiting for someone to hit him. He took the mark and copped the whack as well. Kicks up there looking for Dave Ferguson. Used his body well there on Danny Wilson. Couldn't hold the ball. Loose one now built forward by Reynolds. Looks there to Peter Kane. Good footy from the ice stream. Goes to the Rooster. Danny Wilson kicks it long to the pocket. The lead was on too there to Macca. But chipping in, taking a great grab as Ivan Morris. And off he goes. Oh, he shepherded too, was Morris. And the Amateurs player didn't like to shepherd much. Morris kicks it to the centre of the ground. And he's found Niblett, who's been quite lively since quarter time. Chris Niblett marks, kicks towards the leader, Bukta. It's up the way by the big fella there, going back to lend a hand in Nick McKellar of the Amateurs. Buttering up well, the Amateurs. Kick it out wide, they do. And Gill takes another mark. Gee's been a lone hand up there today. He plays it immediately. Kicks the ball towards half forward and towards the middle and takes the mark. Runs around Keegan with a bit of ease. Punt kicks the ball towards the forward pocket. Oh, good mark in defence for East Belmont. Going back might well have been Edwards. Edwards plays on immediately to half back. Quick kick over the top. Keegan running with the flight of the foot. He takes a good mark. Under pressure from Wilson, and Keegan's going to relieve again for East Belmont. He might well send them into attack.
Yes, he will. The big fella, Trevor Keegan, goes to the centre of the ground, looks to Sutherland in front with the ponytail. Now, butted up well to the big fella. On the left foot, looks to book to half forward. He couldn't take the ball, but gee whiz, doesn't he recover well for a big fella? Can't pick it up this time. Good pressure there from the amateur defender in Simon Kokolas, and he was very strong in defence, forcing it over line and out of bounds. Some 40 metres from the East Belmont goal. Time check, 23.5 minutes of the third term.
27 plays 65, and East Belmont in attack. Well played there by the big fella Bookter, who couldn't mark, but butted it up and knocked it on, gained 35 metres. There's been a shot for goal here while we're talking. It's hit the post, Ron.
Jason Dewar it was.
Dewar, was it?
Boundary throw-in.
Yeah, well played by Bookter. Couldn't mark, but he still gained 35 or 40 metres by knocking the ball forward.
Yep, good football from Bookter. Richardson at full back now. Lovely kick too. Got a good 50-metre drop punt pass down Ben Reynolds' throat. He played on quickly out to the outer side centre wing. Looks for Johnny Ryan, but Damien Kelly's there for East Belmont. Happy to see it go over the line, and we'll have a throw-in on that outer side centre wing. And as we've mentioned, East Belmont there leading by 39 points and 24.5 minutes of travel of this third and vital quarter. Foot was by Taco Bells.
Reynolds versus Keegan at the boundary throw-in. Reynolds wins it. Keegan gives him a whack of the ear to go on with. Oh, one player tackled too high for mine. Might have been Dave Ferguson, and he'll go back and take the free kick for East Belmont.
I was everywhere.
Yeah, somebody on the ball to come back. No doubt about the free kick run.
He could have been one earlier, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could have been one before that, but he picked that one out to Ferguson. Left foot kick up towards the leader. Sutherland up and takes a beauty. Well out over half forward. Wants to play on quickly, and he does. He's got a lead in the pocket here. Going back, Heath Walsh takes the mark and gets one over the scone. And almost done the nana. Almost lost the bun there, Ronnie. Just stopped in time because the umpire had full view of it, and he let that one go. I think he might have been appearing at the Jet building on Monday night, but he steadied. Well played, young fella, because it was a good mark and a pretty good whack as well. And he didn't lose the lolly. Just about did, and he's going to have a shot for goal. See if he can guide it through, Ronnie Brain.
Well, Walshy, the drop punt, it's a lovely-looking kick. It hovers, it floats. I think you'll find it's floated just to the right of the big stick, so it has. The goal umpire signifies the one finger. 1 point to East Belmont. Off the bird of Heath Walsh.
Kicking is taken very quickly, and it goes out wide, and might have been Ryan taking the mark there at half-back. Swings the play for the amateurs back towards the centre. Can they get one up? They need to get some goals on the board quickly. They've stopped since quarter time. It's in the centre of the ground on that, not muddy, but a little bit gluey cricket pitch area. There's about 15 players around there. The hand pass has come out to Craig Edwards. Ruled as a throw by the umpire, who was right on the job there, and the free kick coming back, it will be taken by Paul Robertson.
Yeah, Paul Robertson, I should say Paul Middleton.
It's going to Middleton. Robertson was there, but Middleton said, I'll have it. You buzz off down the forward line. And Middleton goes out wide towards the centre wing, and he's found his teammate out here in the ice cream man, Cone, taking the mark.
Drifting down from half-back, which was good football too, Peter Cone. Went short to centre-half forward. Good vision finds Ben Reynolds, who's done well for the amateur side. The lead into the pocket. Up there, Johnny Ryan. Couldn't take the ball cleanly. At the base of the pack now, working hard. I think you'll find Johnny Ryan butted up again. The big fella screws the ball back to the centre square. It's over Morris's head. Likewise, his opponent there in Danny Wilson. It races over the line out of bounds. Member side forward pocket. About 15 metres from the amateur goal.
Amateurs, just one goal since quarter time. Boundary throw in. There's a sign they won't score again this quarter, so one goal for 2 quarters only for the amateurs. And at 3-quarter time, the Geelong Amateurs are 4 goals 3. 27 points on the board, trailing East Belmont, who are 10 goals 6-66. A 5-goal to 1 quarter there by the East Belmont side. And Ronnie, you'd think that would have conclusively wrapped up the game. Yes, without a doubt.